Today, we are reacting to the Avengers Doomsday trailer. I'm goosebumped up. I'm goosebumped up. Okay? I don't know about you, but I'm goosebumped up.
I was not goosebumped up. My nerves aren't doing anything.
Adam, are you
they're not doing anything.
inside?
And I'll tell you, let me explain. Let me explain.
To the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Has that happened to you?
They're trying to bring the team back. They're trying to say, hey, do you remember? Does it feel right in the context of this movie? We shall see.
We shall see. Welcome to KRA-KOOM. I'm your host, Octavius A. Newman, and today we are reacting to the Avengers Doomsday trailer. With me to talk about this trailer is my homie from a long time, Adam Teterus. Adam, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. In Philadelphia, the air is breathable today. Major difference from the past few days. And I got to tell you, Octavius, this feels like what you and I are doing right now. It's kind of what the Avengers are doing. It's kind of like what MCU is trying to do. They're trying to pull pieces back together.
They're trying to
bring the team back. They're trying to say, hey, do you remember? Do you remember better days?
This?
Do you remember? Yeah.
You guys still into this?
You know what? I feel like you and I we're assembling, and it feels right. But
yeah,
does it feel right in the context of this movie? We shall see.
We shall see. Okay, internet. Just so you understand, we're going to be playing the trailer. We're going to be reacting to it. If you don't want to see this, now's the time to click off. But if you're excited, like I am excited, like Adam
hold on,
is excited,
wait. Who doesn't want to see this? Is like a real.
Maybe you. Okay. You never know.
That's valid.
People are in different places in their life these days. Okay. So listen, of course, to me, it's like, who don't want to see this? Now, ahead of time, Adam has already seen this trailer because he had no patience.
We're just dropping the kayfabe right now.
You know what I mean? He's already seen it. I text him, don't watch it. He's like, too late.
Too late.
I already seen it. Okay. So this is my first time. We're going to press the button. Ready? Adam, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. I'm excited. And here we go. Xavier and them. Okay.
Something's coming.
Starting out with the action.
Something we may not be able to deter. Before this day is done, we shall be faced with an unthinkable decision.
Who's that voice?
I've fought with many warriors in my time. They were far stronger than all of us put together, and they died.
Namor, Shuri,
they died facing enemies and threats that scared me far less than this one.
What?
Everything that they sacrificed will be for nothing if we do not stand together.
Partnering up.
Put aside your petty squabbles. Presume nothing except this. If you return, you will return as brothers and sisters.
Cap.
Mark my words.
Adam, goosebumps.
We're going to need a miracle.
Oh.
Hey, pal. It's not possible.
Oh. Yo.
That's a different Steve.
Yo. Infinity Vision.
Right to the clock. Yeah.
Yo,
The Doomsday clock, you see.
Adam.
How you feeling?
Adam.
How you feeling?
I'm goosebumped up. I'm goosebumped up. Okay? I don't know about you, but I'm goosebumped up.
Yeah.
That's a new terminology I just made up, okay?
Yeah. We're taking it back to what, 2014, Travis Scott. Goosebumps is back.
Wow. Yo, I mean, Adam, it feels good to see these people. These people know how to make a trailer.
Yes. And they've made us wait for this trailer. I mean, we got the reveal of the chairs with all the cast names on it in the warehouse. We got the teaser ahead of a few different movies. I can't remember which movies it played ahead of, but there was like 3 or 4 different teasers. Yeah. One of them where, Thing was meeting with, the Wakandans and all that.
M'Baku.
But this is the first time that we've gotten like a real look, which is good. It's nice to know. I'll be straightforward. It's nice to know this movie is real, because it feels like we weren't seeing stuff or hearing stuff.
Weren't sure if this was a real thing. Like this might have been a made up situation. Yeah,
but then at the end, now did you notice, Octavius, at the very end when they say 12/18 is Doomsday? They're being sly with that because Doom Part 3 is on the same day.
Yeah, and so Dune Part. Were you expecting them to say Doomsday? You expected them to share the moment?
They're trying to do the Barbenheimers.
They're not sharing nothing here. They already mad that they can't get the IMAX. You know what I'm saying? So they had to create Infinity Vision. What's your take
who needs
on that?
IMAX? Who needs IMAX when you got Infinity Vision, whatever that might be? I made notes. I made a list of notes. Okay. I've got reactions, questions, notions that I want to share. But I'm excited that you're excited. I got to tell you,
excited?
The first time that I watched this, when I watched this by myself, it was in the morning. This morning, before I hopped on my bike and I rode over to the office, and I was not goosebumped up, but watching it with you is a reminder of one of the things that I like about these movies and about these characters and these stories, which is what we share and the conversations that we have. That the circumstances of watching it with you, that makes me feel something. This morning when I was watching the movie, I was like, or watching the trailer, I was thinking, my nerves aren't doing anything.
Adam,
they're not doing anything. And I'll tell you. Let me explain. Let me explain.
To the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Has that happened to you?
Here's the bottom line is when the movie comes out and when we're watching the movie, I am confident, supremely confident that I'm going to enjoy it. I know.
Okay.
Because they come on. I trust the Russos may not be able to put a blockbuster together outside of the MCU.
They have struggled. Let me tell you.
But they know what they're doing.
They tried to bring Thor in and give him a gun and a knife. And
they turned Captain America. They turned him into the Gray Man. That wasn't happening. But they know how to play with these toys, I'm confident that they will. And I love the source material. One of my favorite times in comics. Hickman and the Illuminati and the incursions. And I won't say too much about this for the people who haven't read those comics, but those comics are really special, man. They bring me to a special time. Yeah. A special time with you and just enjoying the medium and my excitement and optimism. All of that stuff is peak. I have to pretend, though, that the last 8 years haven't happened because the last 8 years have been so bumpy. And so when I watched this trailer, my reaction was to Thor saying that line where he's like, I've fought alongside many powerful warriors and they all died. And nothing has ever made me so scared as what we face now. And that's the movie doing that Dragon Ball Z type shit where it's like, remember the last time we fought a guy and he was the most powerful guy? No. This is the...
Right.
And the MCU needs me and you and everyone to feel this way. Yeah. But when I was watching the trailer this morning in my lonesome on my phone, I was like,
you didn't watch it in IMAX 70 millimeter?
Yeah, no, you know what? You know what? Strange,
you
but
get a
it
chance
was,
to, you know what I mean,
no,
put the old IMAX together and watch
it
it
was
on
booked
that. I
up.
got
It
you.
was, yeah, my
Yeah.
partner at home,
Christopher
you know,
Nolan
she,
had it booked up. Yeah.
that's right. That's right. It was reserved. It was pre-ordered out, so I couldn't get a spot. But when I was watching it, it felt like so exposition heavy, where the company was telling me, "You're excited about this," and I'm like, So watching it with you is different, though. And
Yeah.
I'll be straight. The thing that actually made my adrenaline peak a little bit, seeing Shang-Chi. Where he
Okay.
been?
Yo, finally. I do have some tweaks though. Some questions. You're not gonna try to play me like you don't like you've been killing it this whole time. We see what you're doing. I am
Yeah.
excited. I am worked up. I got the t-shirt on. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm down. But don't act like you ain't been fumbling recently. Don't act like don't show up. Don't show up with the one gift after you've been acting up this whole time. Now you got stuff that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has done, and as we've said many times, you show me some cool stuff, but I gotta see you bring it together because you have not been doing well recently. The movies, the last phase, all the stuff. You had some highlights. Loki, you had some highlights. Wonder Man was a surprise. We didn't see that one coming. X-Men 97 is fantastic. And you're showing me all the action figures that I like. You're giving me Gambit, who's fighting Shang-Chi, which is kind of like, wait, how does that work? My biggest challenge for MCU right now is, cool, what are you going to do with this though? How are you going to tell me a story that is going to capture my imagination? And you're on thin ice. You better have a good story. You better have a good movie for me. Don't think because you showed me Cyclops and you got Marvel Rivals and you got X-Men 97 and Cyclops is a really cool dude now. Don't think we didn't like Cyclops like that back in the day. Because a lot of y'all acting like Cyclops was always your favorite. Cyclops, we always looked at him as a cop and he was messing with Wolverine and everybody else. But we like him now. So I just need you to like make this matter to me beyond don't you like these characters? You know what I'm saying?
This movie trailer is the equivalent of having a prolonged fight with your loved one. And you it has not been resolved. We haven't talked about it.
Right.
And you know, let's say in this case, they, not you, but they messed up, right?
Yeah.
They did something that they need to apologize for.
Right.
They have been in the wrong. And then they come in the door with your favorite dessert, you know? And it's like, oh, okay. You're just going to walk back in.
Right.
And you know what I like.
You know what you did. So you're just going to bring me my favorite snack?
We're not even going to talk about it?
Now you want to watch movies? Now you want to know what you want to go to the comic book store? Oh, now you want to know what I like, huh? What happened before when all the stuff I was saying to you before? I get what you're saying. You're like, I need to hold you accountable. I think we as fans need to hold the MCU accountable. We want to like this. We are excited for what you are bringing us potentially, but your goodwill is running thin. You know what I mean? Like you haven't been showing up in the way we want you to.
Yeah,
and it feels a little bit like you've been taking us for granted. What do you think?
No, I'm completely with you. And I think what's interesting to me is the success of Avengers and what they pulled off with Infinity and Endgame, and like what they managed before was unbelievable because of the cumulative properties, because of the way that it grew over time. And not every single one of those was a home run. Right. However, they all managed to stay this consistency of excitement that built and built and built and took us to an incredible climax. And so what's interesting about this moment, am I excited to see these characters that I love? Yeah, of course. Am I excited to see, one of my favorite big events from Jonathan Hickman on the screen? Yeah, I trust that it's going to be spectacular. But what we're missing is the buildup. We haven't had the buildup, and in an interesting way, I think this trailer has put a lot of weight on what's between not just on the movie, but what's between us and the movie. They got to hit some dingers between now and when the movie comes out. Spider-Man Brand New Day really's got to move me and make me excited about where we're going, because that's what Avengers movies are. They are a capstone at the end of a long journey, and the journey's been long in the wrong ways lately. Before I watched this trailer, I was thinking you shouldn't be calling this Avengers Doomsday. You should be calling this Avengers Doom Scroll, because I'm just mindlessly moving through content and consuming things, and it adds up to nothing, and it's no better for me. So I feel like I'm watching this trailer, and my attitude is, okay, now prove it.
Here's the other thing. Okay, but you didn't tell me why.
Yeah, what are we doing?
You didn't tell me anything. So that is my critique.
But is that a good thing?
We don't want them to give us the whole movie. We don't want them to give us the whole story. But in the spirit of what we've been talking about for years now, it's like, you got to make it matter, though. You can't just only be like, don't you like this stuff? I knew that before you showed it to me. Yo, Shuri gets into the Black Panther pose and she turned awesome. We see
Obviously,
the 10 rings flowing around. We see Gambit, like all the things. Yes, sounds, visuals, but why is Doom here?
Yeah.
Why did you just try to do the same moment, the same thing that you did with Thanos? And then he stops it with his fingers. Very anime moment, by the way. You know what I'm saying? It's very much kind of thing. Or you just like, let me show you the power levels between you and I. I also saw a very similar moment to when Thanos showed up and he beat the hell out of Hulk. And we were kind of like, oh, you're making a distinction between, we've seen Hulk be unbeatable, and we've seen this guy just manhandle the Hulk. That lets you know, whoever this character is, we see the scale. And
in the words of Black Adam, Dwayne, the axis of power has changed forever.
Is about to change. Forever.
That's right. Right. And he did that, in fact, as a matter of fact, that the axis did change. But I agree. It's exciting to see Doom, but like, you got to show me more than just Doom. The Doom. Doom looks good. Doom looks great. Looks and I know in the realm of the story we're about to be told, if it is like the source material, we can't know. Doom is amazing. He's complicated. He's powerful. It's incredible. It's very exciting. I do have a bone to pick. Are we really doing Channing Tatum Gambit like that? Are we like really keeping that? Because in my mind, I know there's background and there's stories about how he was going to be Gambit, and then that project didn't come together. And then we got to see that come to fruition in Deadpool versus Wolverine. But in my mind, that part with Gambit was a gag. That was a punchline in Deadpool versus Wolverine. That was not like a real thing. And then seeing him square up with Shang-Chi, I was like, oh, are we really doing that? Are we really? Yeah.
It's a little bit of like, they have some clarification to give us on like what's what. So I'm excited to see it. Blackout Congregation, in the sense that this will be my one and only trailer, I'm now going to try my best to avoid all trailers between now and December, which is like, good luck, Octavius.
Good luck, man.
Adam,
good
are
luck.
you going to be just consuming everything that comes out, or are you going to be joining the Blackout Congregation and avoiding all trailers?
I'm somewhere in between.
Okay.
Somewhere in between. I'm maybe not every little thing, because we live in an age where we have teasers, trailers, official trailer 2, BTS, sneaks, yada, yada, yada.
And Comic-Con this week too.
And so, we're probably going to get something else. You know what? Great point. I'm glad you brought that up. Why do you think that we got this before Comic-Con?
I think that this is the beginning. This is the on-ramp. You have to, they are aware that they haven't been doing great big picture. They pay attention. They hear us talking. So I think part of what they got to do is they need to make a big pop. And then they need to go, remember us? Remember you like us, right? Now, let's kind of usher you into the next thing. You know, Marvel Rivals, huh? X-Men 97, huh? Spider-Man's coming, huh? Comic-Con, right? All right. You know, like they got to start to reinvigorate this fandom that may have been dying down a bit. So I think it is a strategic and intentional move. They've been holding this. They've been seeding this for a long time. This is the storyline. You know what I mean? Like they're bringing us along. They have to kind of bring back the old people that are skeptical, not old in age, but like the old fans that are skeptical. They need to reignite people who are just flat out like, man, I don't mess with y'all no more. And then they have to initiate brand new people who are younger than us or the same age as us who are just like, what's this? Who's Doom?
Yeah.
One of my kids was reading one of my art books, and she came across Dr. Doom. And she goes, Daddy, is this MF Doom? And I laughed out loud. And I was like, no, that's not MF Doom. That is Dr. Doom, who's inspired by MF Doom. She's like, huh, oh, okay. Case in point. Yeah. She needs to know who this guy is, because she's going to see that and go, oh, this is the rapper you like, right? So they've got some work to do. I think that's why.
She sees Bartman in The Simpsons. Is like, Daddy, is this Batman? Like,
all right, now I don't know if I've done my job properly. She doesn't know who Batman is.
Well, it is funny like that. I mean, that's a really good point. But it's not only do they need to cater to the fans who have been waiting for this moment, but also figure out how to create a new generation. And this is the thing that the MCU has failed to capture. What I think is interesting, I understand it strategically, but I do think is a little bit cold. Notice who's not in this trailer. We don't have Ms. Marvel, not Captain Marvel. We ain't got Nova. We don't have Echo. We don't have the Punisher. We don't have anybody who's got a show. You know, like there a lot of L's, a lot of attempts and a lot of L's, and we only have the movie dudes in the trailer for the movie, which I understand. This is a true Avengers assemble. It's like Avengers reassemble, Avengers family reunion. Like we got to get them all back. Yeah, and I understand that, but I think that what's really challenging is what we know, especially after seeing Thunderbolts, is like the state of the team has changed so drastically. So it's hard to understand exactly when they say this movie is called Avengers. Who is that? What is that?
Right. These are the questions that they got to answer. These are the things. And then, for a lot of people, who's the guy with the light coming out of his eyes? Who's the guy with the card? Who's
narrating?
Yeah, who is narrating?
Yeah.
Even that question. You know, who's the guy in the wheelchair? So they've got some work to do. Do you think that they will do it?
I do. You know, and this is the thing. This is where I struggle. I do think this movie is going to be, and I use this word intentionally, awesome. I think it will be a terrific spectacle that I'm going to enjoy watching. I think it will be awesome.
Yeah.
Where I'm challenged, and I'm looking forward to seeing how Spider-Man fares and what where it gets me. Like I said, I think the pressure is on for Spider-Man Brand New Day for it to like rejuvenate my excitement for the MCU. I know the movie's going to be great. I do. I genuinely do. I think that, but I'm not excited about it. I'm being straight. I'm not.
How is it possible?
And moreover, Dune Part 3 comes out that day, and to me, you know me, I'm a big Dune fan, and that is where my fandom
Dune
is.
Head here, folks.
I'm a big Dune head. I don't like to say it out loud because it does sound like a slur, but big Dune head, and that's where my fandom is right now. That's where my brain is, my imagination, my like creative bones are inside of that realm. So 12/18, Dune Part 3 is very. When I watched the trailer for Dune Part 3, I got teary-eyed. I mean, like it moves me to see this science fiction epic come to life, and I'm excited about it. So that's where I am right now. I'm not saying that I can't have a Por qué no los dos. Like we can have both. I can enjoy everything. Yeah. But that's where I'm at. Avengers is just not currently where I'm at, and that's the MCU's fault, man. That's on Marvel. It's not on me.
They made it. Well, I mean, like you like what you like. You dislike what you don't. What you don't like. I'm excited about it, but I am squinting my eyes at it. I'm going, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see here, because you've done this before. You know what I mean? I will say one of my favorite movies ever, spoilers, is Cap picking up that hammer.
Yeah.
You know, one of the best moments in a theater I've ever had in my life was, wow, that whole moment, insane. And we know that's because of all the things that came beforehand. This movie, does it have to do the same thing? Does it have and what I'd be curious to say is like, what's the design is the rendering of intent, the manifestation of your desired outcome. What is your intent? What is your desired outcome? To make $2 billion? Yes. But beyond that, what are you trying to do here with this movie?
Yes.
What does success look like beyond just a couple billion?
Well, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You're already excited for the movie and you're in the blackout congregation. So this is a little different to measure. But what do you want to see between now and December that's really going to make you like, oh my God, I can't wait until it comes out? Like, is a clue being dropped or a question that's left unanswered? Or is there something that you want to know about or stew on between now and then to really turn it up?
What I really want them to do is go beyond, like, this is kind of the biggest sin that Star Wars is doing right now. They will not leave the Skywalker saga. They will not. They refuse to move beyond it. If I hear another thing about another Skywalker, just listen, let it go, turn it loose, let's move forward. So what I want from the MCU is to expand this thing in a meaningful way beyond Steve, Captain America, Tony, Iron Man, potentially Doctor Doom, and so on and so on. I want you to make this thing matter outside of going, remember, cool, but you're kind of doing that with X-Men 97. There's a whole new fandom that's being built. We know that they're going to start seeding some of these things. So I want to see the MCU move beyond what they've done in the past. And I want them to make us care about more things than what's coming in December. If they can do that, I think that they're achieving the goal for me about what I want to see. Because if the only thing we get is 2-3 hours in December, I mean, from our entire franchise, that's not great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So that's
I do.
my hope.
My answer is kind of the same, and I'll add a little specificity. There are two things that I want to be shown or learn about that will really, really get me goosebumped up.
Okay.
One, I don't like saying that. Matter of fact, hey,
it's too late. It's
hey, Sligh, cut it.
It's too late.
Take out the two parts when I said Doomhead too.
It's canon now. Goosebumped up is part of the KRA-KOOM terminology. It's like it happened.
Yeah, happy to be back, Octavius. Okay, two things. Thing number one.
Here's the thing, by the way.
Yeah, the thing. Thing number one, the thing. Thing number two.
Right.
What I want to see is Battle World. Now, a little ironic is what I'm saying is, yes, I'm a little tired of the way that the MCU has been doing things, and how is it possible that I can say the thing that will make me excited is an additional saga beyond this one? But what we know about this event, and it leads into Secret Wars and Battle World, I was very excited. I thought that was so fresh. It was so fun. It was great to see different genres, different characters, different costumes, different remixes. What DC is doing with Absolute was very much what Battle World was doing in that span of time. But that was like a temporary experiment that Marvel moved on from, and I wish they would not have. I want to see Battle World because that excites me about creative interpretation and lateral moves and where things can go. So I want to see Battle World. If you know, you know. And if you don't, look it up. It's up to you.
Yeah.
The second thing, Miles.
Brother.
If they show me Miles, I feel like
before December or
go
during
back,
Secret Wars.
Go back to how they advertised Captain America Civil War. Who did they bring out in the trailer to get you excited for Civil War? Spider-Man.
Right.
I think they're going to run it back. And I want to see that. I feel like they're bogarting the reveal. They're holding the reveal because they need to have something special for the next generation. It's Miles. He's the one. He's the only one.
Over and above X-Men. The young,
I mean, the
X-Men.
Here's the deal. The X-Men are extremely exciting, and we're all very excited to see the X-Men integrated into the MCU. I'm very excited. I love the X-Men, and the X-Men are on a tear. They're doing really well. But the news of all of that stuff coming into Marvel's playground, that's pre-COVID. So I'm excited that we're finally going to see it. But like my excitement, it's not new anymore. You know, I'm hanging with the X-Men every week, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
And I what I need the House of Ideas to show me is something I've never seen.
Live action Miles Morales.
Yeah.
With Spider-Verse on the way, I can imagine that they may do some intentional intertwining here. You know what I'm saying? They may go, hey, we're concluding this final movie with Beyond the Spider-Verse. And that might be a great time to start utilizing that, you know, excitement that we built for this character. Because there's a whole generation who knows Miles Morales.
He's Spider-Man.
These movies as Spider-Man. So it's a great opportunity to transition. And also, Tom Holland is getting a little old in the face, you know. And I'm not saying that in a rude way, but he don't look like a young whippersnapper anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Ironically, you know, at the same time,
you're starting to be able to see in his face that he's like, oh, this isn't a little kid anymore. You know what I mean?
That's right. And we just saw him in the Odyssey where he's playing Telemachus, and it was weird because it was in that movie he's got to be playing a certain age, I think like 15 or 16.
Yeah, as a grown man.
Somehow he is simultaneously a grown man and also still looks like Peter Parker, who was a kid. He's got a baby face, but you know, I'm excited for him to move on and be done with his time and pass the torch. I love Tom Holland as Peter Parker. I think he's fantastic, but I got to see Miles Morales. And that is, if you will pardon the phrase, the trump card. Like that's what the MCU is holding. That's going to get me back.
Okay. All right. Well, I think this has been great, man. We need to do more of these. And those of you watching, listening, we would love to know what you think about this trailer. If you have watched it, are you going to join the Blackout congregation? Are you going to avoid all other stuff beyond this? Let me know. Feel free to send us your thoughts and your opinions at mailbag@KRA-KOOM.com. That's KRA-KOOM.com. Adam, where can they find you and talk with you and discuss with you on the interwebs?
You can find me in the movie theater on December 18th watching Dune Part 3.
This is a bit now.
That's where you can find me.
Where can they find you? They can find me in Disney World. You
know, I'm out here. It's a privilege and a pleasure to be part of KRA-KOOM from time to time. So you can find me as part of the good ship KRA-KOOM, along with Dion and Kenny Sparks and Dan Maul, and you know, a growing cast of characters, a real Avengers team. You know, this is a new team assembling right now, and so that's where you can find me is on this very show.
Yeah, follow us on socials if you haven't followed us. This is a great time to subscribe to the show at KRA-KOOM on YouTube. We are KRA-KOOM Media, all other places. If you like what we're doing, please share the show with somebody else. Subscribe, like, and leave a comment. And again, send us some mail. We'd love to respond to some of you guys on the show, on a future episode of the show. You can find me at Octavius Was Here all over the various socials. And I think this has been fantastic. We're excited about having everyone here to join us for these conversations. So thank you, everybody, for being a part of this. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time. Peace.